see him?
There he is.
Hey,
Greg. So our adventure today takes us to Santa Clarita. Right, we're right by Magic Mountain.
I wonder if there are any realtor vampires around here.
Realtors or realtor? Realtor. How is it, Greg? How do you say it?
I kind of go back and forth.
Oh, you see? I like the way which one that pisses you off, Scott?
It's not a realtor.
Okay, I like realtor then. So we're here to check out the canyon where music meets the soul for a Christmas Carol event that you remember way back when to the HorrorCon video when we were meeting Peter Jason, Combat Radio. Mike was telling us about this event. He wanted us to come check it out. And we're like, all right, that sounds cool. You got, like Peter Jason, Keith Davids, and more, like a lot of voice actors.
Carradine.
Yeah, Keith Carradine. I mean, a lot of actors and from film, TV, and animation and stuff. So we're like, okay, that's like a cool idea. Like fun. So we got invited. We're gonna check it out. Right now, we're gonna go, I think, get something to eat first and just hang out. Doesn't start till later. But what a cool opportunity, something to check out. The venue looks really cool. It's like a live, like, what did they say the description is, like a 1940 like radio show with like Foley artists and everything. And they're gonna do a Christmas Carol. And I've never seen anything like that before. Like, I've never seen like a live radio show. Have you guys?
No.
Yeah.
I can't say so.
Yeah. So
No,
exit. Where we're going?
We gotta go that way.
We gotta go that way. So yeah. So hopefully we make it. I don't know if we'll make it now. Scott's driving. So
just close your eyes.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know what we're getting into. Well, hopefully we get some cool interactions with these people, having some fun.
We have a guest back here behind us.
That's right, Greg.
Greg has joined us.
Greg's great radio voice. Greg's going to narrate this entire episode for us. Press 1 for movie phone. Can you say that for me, Greg, one time?
Press 1 for movie phone.
Oh, that was amazing. You see that? And you thought Scott had a great voice.
Oh, Greg. Oh, well.
You got your panties all wet there, Scott? You all right?
I'm telling you, man.
There's the voice. That's the voice, babe. The crooner. So yeah, join us, man. I don't know what we're getting into, but it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, just stay tuned. It should be interesting.
Yay!
Christmas, Uncle, you're rich enough. Now, Uncle, don't be cross.
What else can I read when I live in such a world of fools? What's Christmas? Well, is it? Sounds fake to me.
Well now, Mr. Scrooge, at this season of the year...
Washing stuff out, Scotty. Posters, loaded by 17s.
This is incredible.
This is crazy. Like Lincoln Bet on Tim Curry, Escape from New York. Signed by John. Look at that. And we got lots of stuff. From Walt Disney.
Frozen Han Solo statue signed by Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, Glenn Hicks from former Sean Astin, Goonies, and 51st Dates. This is my favorite right here. John Philbin and George Jesse Christopher. And the Point Break. Your favorite Point Break? Yeah. Who doesn't love Point Break? You watch that every Christmas. Yeah. We got signed guitars too. Pretty cool. I mean, you know. Not too bad, not too shabby. Starting bid at $30. Might have to jump on that.
We're going to social services.
That's what's cool.
So that's really awesome.
Yeah. They even got like it's signed by director Sam Liu. Look at that. Animation, sci-fi, movie, they got everything. It's pretty. They got a sword. There can only be one. Escape from New York storyboards. Look, also worked on Jaws. He brought his own. Look at that. Oh, that is sweet. You had him sign your book that one time, huh?
Yeah, big Jaws book.
Look, Jaws production art. Amy, if you were here, get a bit on this. Sweet. Look at that art production. Yo. That's pretty cool. Scott, what are you gonna ask Santa for Christmas this year?
My 2 front teeth.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I want.
Look at that sweater.
The sweater. This
Man,
is.
Greg
Thank you,
sweater's
Greg.
pretty
This
awesome
is-
too.
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean, the
awesome.
sumo. Yeah.
Sumo right there.
And then, of course,
Freddy
we got
Krueger. Very festive.
representing Nightmare on Elm Street.
Very festive.
Wow.
Kids love it. So
Are you upside down?
you flip it over.
Yeah.
Russ Woody.
Russ Woody. Now that nobody gives a shit about your problems, can you tell us a little bit about those problems?
I'm pretty used to that. That's one of my problems, is people don't care enough about my problems.
Well, it's the holiday season, so you would think people would be a little more caring at this point in time.
Can I swear?
Please, by all means.
Fuck the holidays.
I love the way you're coming from. My cat loves that too. So.
Oh boy.
So working with the Drew Carey Show, as we understand that.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
Well, I wrote comedy for 35 years or so.
Wow. So you're just getting started then.
But just I'm
Still learning?
Yeah, and barely.
Ah.
Yeah, all the kids know more than I do,
Oh, wow. That's true nowadays.
which
They're
I
such
think
smart asses.
everybody experiences once you're past 50, 60.
Is that part of it? Is it like a learned habit, or is it just being environmental? Or?
It's well, it's probably a perennial. They always know more than you do once you reach a certain age.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and you can't get violent with them or people get upset nowadays.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have to keep it away from the cameras and whatnot.
Yeah. Is my anger showing through?
No, you have more of this like glowing, warm. I didn't have to wander the ball for hours to find out where the hell I'm going. Look.
He is really good with the bullshit. Really.
So you've known Ethan for some time now, and he invited
Yeah.
you to come down for
Yeah.
Christmas Carol and the reading and everything today.
Yeah, yeah. There's a Christmas Carol and a reading.
Supposedly.
We've been
I mean,
told.
there's pirates here. Of course, it goes right in with the holiday
Should be
season.
misleading.
Right there.
Yeah. So that kind of gives it a more unique feel to it.
The pirates not singing Christmas carols.
This could go in a couple different ways.
See, that's a Christmas Carol I would enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arg.
That's at the pirate show in Buena Park.
So you had the opportunity to come down, partake in the show. Ethan was the invite for you and such.
Yeah.
So you don't know much about the show or what it holds for you.
Is it evident?
You're doing
just
well
know
winging it.
Ethan, and like I say, I've been lovers with him for a long time. He's a wonderful. I'm gonna cut to the chase here. He's a wonderful guy who does wonderful things, and I feel a need to insult him now after saying that. But the stuff he does is remarkable to me. So selfless.
Well, seeing they're setting up for charity, donations, there's an auction going on. A lot of support for the event, as we understand it, for today. So, yeah. So I
And I'm
appreciate
supposed to do something with Jeff Astro.
Oh, you are?
Do you know him?
I do not.
Oh,
Is
you're
that
lucky.
in public or behind closed doors?
It was supposed to be a radio thing, on the radio thing.
Oh, fantastic.
He and I don't like each other,
Oh,
so
that's going to go very well, like Tom and Jerry.
Ethan always tries to put us together.
Oh, watch
See.
the sparks fly.
And it's a little daunting because he's really good with the insults.
Ooh.
So
So you got to dig in the bag. I mean, you've got to go back in the days.
I was up all night just writing things down.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
So
about what an idiot he is.
So instead of a list, you have a scroll.
Yes, I'll bring it out and
Interesting.
I will just tick through the list.
I think that'll be fantastic.
And you look funny.
Well, we'll definitely have to check that out. No, we really appreciate your time here. Well, Ethan invited us up. You know, we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes and whatnot, so we get an opportunity to meet some very genuine, warm, engaging people like yourself.
And do you get this often, but thank you for your service?
A few times. There are a few,
Yeah.
and it's appreciated. Thank you.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. That's definitely a pleasure. Wow.
Pleasure here.
You meet a lot of new people that way.
That's true. Every day.
Yeah. I'm Ken Matroni.
Ken Matroni.
Animator, director, storyboard artist, character designer, co-author, and sort of sundry other things.
Wow.
Done a bunch of stuff. So, which is half the reason I'm here, I think.
So how did
You make things, come with me. All right. No, I'm serious. Come with Now go talk to them.
So is that how you know Ethan?
Yeah, he hit me up online, and he's just like, my God, your resume's like insane. I said, well, I've been working since I was in the womb, so
And then you crawled out.
Yeah, it's a stupid idea. 3 squares a day.
I know, it's cold out there.
TV.
It's been wanting to go back ever since.
But yeah, he just hit me up, and we started talking about Gary Marshall and old movies, because I'm a Warner goon anyway. We did a movie called Storks on the Warner lot, and I'm the worst person to take on the Warner lot because I know where every pebble and dirt and everything is. That's where Humphrey Bogart and Edward G. Robinson had a firefight on the steps and Bullets or Ballots. This is where they dropped the stuff on Jimmy Cagney, and you just and it's like I've been doing it since like 1975, getting on and off the lot, and then I started working on the lot. And every time I get a chance, like we'd finish a day's work on the movie, right? And at 6 o'clock, man, I'd have my jacket, put on my backpack. I got my iPad out, and all the guys who were drawing are like, "Where are you going now?" I said, "I think I found out where the opening of Four Daughters was shot. I know and I know that's." That wait a minute, yeah, it's just over by the courthouse. But then again, I got to run over, and there's another, and I'd be there till midnight walking around with the pad. Then I build that into a 2-hour walking tour. So at about 6 o'clock at night, 6 or 7, when everybody's done, I'll start at the mill, and I go, okay, just going to give you an idea of what this is like. And I'll go, okay, here's the opening. This is the 2 lovers saying goodbye in the movie Air Force, Howard Hawks. All right, I'll hit the iPad, and I'll do this. All right, there's the opening shot. There's the mill. This is the corner. There are the doors. There you go. And the whole tour is like that. And I've taken movie stars, movie directors, just anybody on these tours.
So much history there. That's amazing.
It's fantastic because Warner's is still intact. I mean, the last fire was in the 50s, and we lost Midwest, but the stuff is still sort of there.
Okay.
The geography is there. When they rebuilt it at least on that.
Yeah.
And I love it. I can't get enough of it.
So do you capture any of that in memorabilia with film or video or anything, or it's just part of the experience?
It's like a hobby. I'm into model trains and steam trains and that kind of stuff. I'm with a group in Paris. We're restoring all the Roy Kimball's locomotives right now.
Wow.
And actually, we took one of them to Disneyland just recently. So it's awesome. Yeah, we're trying to restore stuff, but it's like a hobby. It's nothing more. I learned how to block film, how to learn how to direct, learn how to do all this other kind of stuff, watching those old movies.
Right.
And I would break that stuff down. I would break it all down like storyboarding.
Of course.
And since I, storyboard and do all this other stuff in movies and TV, it really taught me a lot of stuff. And also shooting live action. I do movies with Dave Mickey Evans, the guy who did The Sandlot. Okay. And I'll always I'll always go out and block before I do any storyboarding. And this is why I just learned how to do it. And it's just, and I love the movies.
Of course. That's why we do this.
And that's where the Ethan connection came in. Because he's a ex-Warner Patriot. So,
of course.
Yes.
And you're just like, this is so cool. And
Absolutely.
Well, to see this put together and actually raising funds for donations for social services, they're doing an auction in here.
Oh my God! Yeah, I did. I used to do the Archie Ninja Turtle Adventure comic books, which are now they've come back in a big way.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to Comic-Con last year, or a year before last, and I got mobbed because I haven't been in 20 years. Everybody's like, "Where have you been?" I was out making a living. I was making movies. I don't know.
Right.
And now it's all super huge again, and the money the artwork is bringing is insane. It's insane, and I'm proud. I'm so proud of it because I remember when Pete and Kevin, who came up with this stuff, were just like, we borrowed money from our uncle. We printed our comic book, and it's a hit. We're on our 3rd book, and that's when we met. Wow. So I did a brush inked piece of all 4 guys, and that's in the silent auction. I brought a copy of our book, Fata Morgana. That's the one that Steve and I did together.
Very cool.
It's really terrific. If you like old movies, this is your book.
Perfect.
It's great because Steve is a really terrific science fiction writer. Mm-hmm. He's written incredible fantasy and science fiction books. Nice. And I'm more of a practical, I like the old movies. So it's the best of both of our worlds because it goes, as Steve said, it's a really awesome World War II movie that kind of goes into another movie.
I love it.
But it works I'm proud of it. Steve and I are we're a great flavor together. And I just thought, well, I'll get a signed copy and I'll bring it. And I was about to go dump it, and I got pulled into this.
Well, no, yes.
Privilege of knowing
Shackles of the red
Ethan
carpet.
and getting a chance to bring you in and get a chance to talk with you.
Oh my God, it's a pleasure. And he's like, everybody's gonna love you. You won't shut up. Well, he got me on the show, on the radio show. And the first thing he says, we started talking about my name, Mitroni, and I said, oh yeah, Gary Marshall had a problem with that. He couldn't figure it out. Anyway, oh, Gary Marshall. And then all of a sudden, this thing they want to talk about all these other things in the interview. Now it just was talking about Gary.
Of course.
Which was like, he said, well, what is this name Mitroni? I don't understand it. What is that? And I said, Ellis Islandese. He says, what's that? He says, well, the great-grandparents came over on the boat, and they said, what's your name? They said, what's your own? They said, all right, Mitroni, grab your bags. And Gary just lost it. So, yeah, it's so much fun. And I'm happy to be here. He's just a great host. This is terrific.
Absolutely.
The cast that's involved with this, on-stage production, it's an old 1940s show. Yeah, I mean, special effects and everything.
Oh, wow.
We've seen a little bit behind the scenes, so I think you're in for a treat tonight.
absolutely.
I want to get an opportunity to see this.
I'm excited. I hope we raise a ton of money. I hope this just goes viral.
Yes.
Absolutely. And do your part.
That's
people.
right. That's
do your
right.
part, or I'll be very terse with you next time I see you out here on the red carpet.
Yes, exactly.
And those that don't get a chance to see it, they'll actually be able to see it streaming.
That's right. After it's all recorded,
yes.
that's right. You can order it online.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, so it's all being recorded. Yep.
Be perfect for the holiday season.
Perfect. That's
Absolutely,
right.
and don't forget, where's the radio? Where's the there it is. Don't forget,
Combat Radio.
Combat Radio.
That's right.
That's it. That's our bread and butter.
Caneles de Alegre of Tequila.
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. México, la capital República de México, tiene avenidas hermosas, edificios modernos, estatuas magníficas. Uno de los monumentos más artísticos de todo México es la Columna de Independencia con su ángel de oro.
You translate that, Scott.
And at the end, we're going to have subtitles at the bottom of Mr. Jason, so you can understand what he just said.
And no, I haven't been on the tequila today, but golly, the smell is in the air. It's like cactus prickles all over me, It's like, look for the worm.
The man who needs no introduction.
That's right.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
My name's Steve McQueen. I was home. Back from the dead.
Mr. Peter Jason,
Hi, Peter Jason. We're here for the Christmas Carol.
involved in the Christmas Carol event.
Combat Radio.
So which character are you playing on
I'm
stage?
playing Scrooge. No, I'm playing the Ghost of Christmas Future. No, I'm playing the Ghost of Christmas. No,
He's playing all of them.
I'm playing the Ghost of Christmas Present. So,
it.
if you got a present, give it to me.
There you go.
Because he gets all the presents.
That's
He's
right.
present
Ghost
here.
of Christmas Presents.
So how did you get involved with Ethan in this production?
Well, Ethan is a pal of mine. I've done his combat radio show many times, and I know the whole family. They've taken me to Roscoe Chicken more than once.
Oh,
And you're in. You're in.
that's it.
I don't go for the waffle. I go for the chicken.
Okay.
No, they're just great people, and I've done their show probably for the past 10 years. And this is one of the greatest things that they do is the Christmas gift for the homeless kids.
Yes.
And I try to make that every year. So when he asked me to do this, I said sure, and I got him some of the guys to come and do it.
Well, that was wonderful. Actually, you, Keith David Carradine. I mean, it's a star. Keith Carradine. Excuse me.
David's no longer with us. We love David,
Sorry.
but he's no longer with us. David and Keith and Bobby and I all did the Long Riders together. That's when we became good pals.
Yes.
And that's just a great. Look at that guy. He's about as tall as you can get.
Wow.
Whip that camera, Mike. Look at that guy.
Look at that
I
guy.
hope he can reach the urinal. So,
We're like, how did that? What? Never mind.
Terrible thought, isn't it? Oh my God.
hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I think maybe I'd get a tube and run it down.
We're gonna have an umbrella if he goes.
Star-studded cast,
Yes.
voiceover actors, individuals involved in film, video games. You've done some voiceover for.
Done a couple of voiceovers. I play. What's the name of that one? Gears of War.
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. I played Dizzy. Dizzy, talk about his hair. Get your head down. Get your head down. I hate Dizzy. Dizzy's hurts my throat. but you know, he does pay for the extra carb.
Yes.
So this is a bit of a different event because it's almost like a voiceover because it's like a radio show. You
It
guys
is.
are going to be on
It's
stage.
a very old-fashioned radio show. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Everybody's playing with each other. It's loose as a goose.
Right.
And you know, and everyone's playing out of their heart. So and Ethan's got a huge heart. So
Completely.
We all just want to do anything he asks.
Well, I know it's appreciated, and the fans are definitely looking forward to it. The crowd's already gathered. It's going to be a packed evening.
It's starting to get pretty full.
Yes.
And for those that don't get a chance to make it, they're going to get an opportunity to watch it after the fact. They can do a streaming video.
They're going to stream it. They're going to.
It'll be on demand. You can order online to watch it afterwards.
Really, how much is it going to cost me?
20, I think.
How much?
$20.
I got to pay $20 to see myself.
I don't think maybe you.
All
don't
right, I'll
have
pay
to, but-
double. You
Okay. You drive a hard bargain, sir.
You drive a hard bargain. But no, I'm really happy to be here, and it's fantastic people that are involved in this.
Did you guys have much time to rehearse? And
Zero.
Really?
We rehearsed. We rehearsed. They sent us the scripts, so you rehearse on your own. Then you come here early today, and we did a run through it when everybody. We work out all the kinks and everything this afternoon. Hopefully.
Well, that's the fun part about it.
But it's like it's live, baby. You're up.
Oh, yeah.
You're on.
Nice.
You know.
The audience doesn't know otherwise. If you make a mistake, it's part of the production. You just roll with it.
Mistake?
And keep going.
There's mistakes.
No,
I didn't think so
never,
either.
never
Not by
mistake.
him, no, sir.
Like
Never.
butter.
That's right.
Exactly.
Like
That's
melted butter. Well, good luck with this.
Good time.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
so much.
So
Appreciate
much.
it.
Give me $1.
Have fun.
So how do you know Ethan? How did you get involved in this production?
You know, it's so funny. I don't know how any of us know Ethan, to be honest with you. We all
Really?
just kind of know him, and I couldn't tell you how or when we met. We met a long time ago, fell in love. You know, he's just a great
How
guy.
long have you been together?
I don't know. Yeah, no, don't tell Loda.
Keep that hidden.
I know, strictly need to know basis. But
Right.
no, I think he just like approached me to be on his podcast a long time ago, and I think he just likes to keep a lot of charitable people in his stable. You know, I mean, from like Peter Jason to Mark Amato to Ian Buchanan to Carolyn Hennessy. All of us are just, you know, we all try to be as philanthropic as we can, and I think we all just aspire to be like Ethan when we get older, because he's the monster. I mean, he's the king of all this, and he does this every year, no holds barred. He goes all out, and this charity, you know, for this cause is pretty amazing. So
Definitely. We see
God bless Ethan. Thanks for doing this.
There's a lot of donations inside. There's a lot of items that you can bid
Oh, yeah.
upon. Things that people have provided for part of the fundraising
Tons of stuff.
event.
Silent auction. I know they're streaming this tonight, and yeah, it's just a great event. It's just really great, and it gets people in the holiday spirit early.
And which character are you going to be playing in tonight's show?
I don't even, you know, I'd have to. I do know now. I should know because we rehearsed. I don't know. Fred. I'm a guy named Fred. I'm somebody's husband. And some angry dude.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So
you
it's a
know.
little variety going on
Honestly,
there.
it's so funny. Like people have asked me, like, "Well, wait, what are you playing? What are you?" I go, "I don't know. You just, you know, Ethan says come here,
Yeah.
and you show up. If you're guard number 4 or you know, pauper number 2, you just take you do your thing. You know, who
God
cares?
bless us,
Yeah,
everyone.
God bless us, everyone. Yeah.
And the production, we've seen a little bit of the behind the scenes. You guys look fantastic up on stage there.
Oh, good.
Love the old 1940s radio show type atmosphere.
Yeah, we got all the Foley art behind us, so people stepping on frosted flakes, so it sounds like the snow and whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's tough for me to keep looking forward. I want to keep watching what's going on in back of me. It's so interesting. Yeah.
So I imagine it's a little bit different with the voiceover work like this. I mean, you know, doing this
yeah.
on stage. It's
Exactly.
usually behind a microphone when you're doing the voiceovers.
Yeah. So this is great. Listen, I was a theater major, so I love doing that. I love live performance. I think there's nothing better.
Yeah.
But this is kind of great that you see the entire production come to fruition in the moment, which is nice. And you know, sometimes we just totally tank and screw up, and that's kind of the best part too. You know, you're surrounded with a bunch of people who know how to fail gracefully, which
Right.
is nice and funny.
But you're having fun while you're doing it.
A little
Seeing
bit of
the
fun.
energy and the action going on up there.
Well, everyone is drunk. I think
Oh, that's
that
perfect.
helps. just
Well,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
completely wasted.
There you go.
Yeah.
Eggnog would be the choice, right?
It's
Eggnog.
always,
Eggnog, a little bit of
always
rum,
right.
and it just helps having 2 bars, not 1 but 2, one on each
That
side
is
of the
true.
stage.
That's correct.
So one's full and one across the street.
That's right.
Exactly.
So definitely appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing this event.
It's going to be fun,
Thank you
man.
so
Thanks,
much.
Nick.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Watching for Combat Radio's Christmas Carol
That's
event.
right. Here we are.
Charlie's right up in the front there.
That's
Slash.
right.
Right there. That's Slash.
That's it.
I thought that was Ethan when he was
Oh, it
trying to
could be.
hide.
It could be, huh?
You
know what? You're
shadow
right.
there.
Yeah.
Kind of obscure. Please state your name.
I am Carolyn Hennessy.
Ah, fantastic. We
Yes.
saw some of the behind the scenes
Did you?
of you guys up
Yes.
on stage
Yes,
there.
our rehearsal.
So how do you know Ethan and how did you get involved with the production?
You know what? It's interesting that you asked that question. I actually can't remember how I met Ethan. It just seems like Ethan, and I know that pretty much everybody here will say this, has been kind of a part of my life for all of my life. If that makes
It does make sense.
right? Because there are so many of us who would lay down we'd lay down on the railroad tracks for Ethan. And so I actually honestly can't remember how I met him or how long I've known him. I think this will be my 6th or 7th year doing the Salt Creek Grill Combat Radio Christmas Breakfast for social services. And this is my 2nd time doing a Christmas Carol. And it's for charity. So, again, we throw ourselves on the railroad tracks for Ethan and whatever he's doing.
All the work that he puts behind this, I mean, it's amazing to see that kind of support from you guys.
It's been the running theme tonight.
Well,
Is everyone comes out to help.
No, it's and we all kind of don't know. In a way, it's like he casts this spell, and we find ourselves saying yes, Ethan, and then we kind of walk away and we kind of come back to reality and we kind of go, what did I just say? And then he calls again. It's like yes, Ethan, yes, whatever you want, whatever you need. Yeah.
And which character are you going to be
I am
playing
Mrs.
tonight?
Cratchit.
Mrs. Cratchit.
Mrs. Cratchit.
Nice.
And this is your 2nd performance.
It is. Yes. I don't actually remember. I think I played Mrs. Cratchit the last time too, but I think there were also some other ancillary characters. Yes.
So you come back and do a reprise of your role
A
from
reprise,
before.
yes, of course. I think we have her tonally a little different. I think she married well below her station, and so she's just a little posh, just a touch.
And you have quite the background in terms of doing voiceover and being involved in games and a variety of things.
Yes.
So how does it feel a little bit different being on stage, like instead of behind a microphone, out in front of the public?
No. Play as I was weaned off of that. I had to be weaned off of the stage.
Really?
Yeah. No, I grew up. I've done more theater than most people will ever see. So there you go. So I mean that's my first love. So it's always so much fun being on stage in front of the camera. You know, either one or both, preferably both at the same time.
Did you have much time for preparation behind the scenes?
No.
They hand you the script and
They hand you the script, and it's like, make that big bold choice. Make the big bold choice, and then go with it and commit to it.
But that's how it was with the radio back in the days.
Of
Is
course,
a lot of
always.
they carried the scripts
Yeah.
with them. They were performing while they're in
exactly.
motion on stage.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're going to see some Foley tonight, which it harkens back to 40, 50, 60 years ago.
Definitely.
You know, with the coconut shells. Plop, 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 for the horses. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Like an old-timey radio show.
Which is fun to see the kids here because they've
That's
never
right.
seen anything like that.
That's
so
right.
to see it live in person is something unique
Yes.
for them to experience.
Hopefully they won't. We've been told we can take just a few little liberties because you don't really want to mess with Dickens too much.
Correct. Yes.
But now I'm seeing as there are some little children here, I might have to rethink some of the things I'm saying.
It's old literature. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Yes.
I'll just say it with a British accent, and they won't know.
Well, definitely, we want to thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
your time.
Of
We
course.
really appreciate you
Of
being
course.
here.
Thank you so much. I love the sweater.
Thank you. Bring my kitty with me. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, the only gentleman that has almost as many IMDb credits as Ron Jeremy. It's Fred Tachitor.
It's a badge of honor.
I would say.
I really like that. It's a nice long badge of honor.
He's almost there at 900. Ron was about 11.
All right, I gotta. Wow, where am I gonna go with that? That's
I don't know.
How do you go from 9 and 11? Let's just keep it at that. Okay.
He does voiceover work for European porn films when they get converted to the United States and does them in English. Yes, baby.
Oh, wow.
Brett, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We saw some of the behind the scenes when you guys were up on stage, the practicing, the banter, the fun, the energy. And bringing it with, I mean, your vast experience, my God.
Well, it's just fun. I mean, it's Foley. I mean, I'm doing the sound, and it's just been it's old radio time drama, Foley. I wanted to, bring in keyboard with sampled sounds, and this gentleman had built this wonderful Foley set with a door and a thing, and it's like, let's just, Aaron Fitzgerald and Johnny Vatos, boingo boingo drummer, not a fanboy, but I'm a fanboy, and we're just doing this thing, and it's really it's interesting. Still using the microphone because that's kind of my wheelhouse. So we're doing weird spirit noises that way, but then also opening and closing doors. It's really funny. I want to get on stage and go, ladies and gentlemen, the doors. But it's like, you're the only guys that got that joke. All right, so I got Jim up there. No, we're just closing it, and it's just been a tremendous experience, and for such a good cause.
Yes.
This is what I love about this charity. It's going directly to everybody who needs it, and we're raising for this big event, December 3rd. And what I love about the December 3rd event, you still got all this circusy, wonderful element to it.
Yes.
But you see who this is going to. The family's going home with a Christmas tree. And it's just making people happy, and that's what this is about.
And that's what the support
Ethan
we've
has
been
been
hearing.
trying.
From,
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's behind Ethan, and this has been going on for a number of years now.
Yes.
How did you meet Ethan, or how did you come involved?
It was through Tom. It was SpongeBob. Through Tom. It was Tom Kinney. Yeah. That was right. I think that was right. And he said, "You got to check out this combat radio thing." I'm like, "Okay," and I did a few shows for them.
Right.
And then it was like, now we do this big event. I'm like, oh, okay. So now for 10 years later, or however long it's been, I'm back at it, and I just love it.
So you've been involved for some
time. Yeah. It's just been incredible. Each year, it's just to see it all come together.
And the cast of characters that's there.
Oh my Lord! And not only the cast of characters, and the artists and the celebrities you get to meet that are all behind this. And again, this is one of the best parts of this job. Seeing you can affect a change, or hopefully do something good, and that's exciting.
That's awesome.
There's donations, there's auctions, there's information. You're going to be able to see this streaming as well for those that couldn't make it to the event today.
Just pray I don't screw it up.
Well, that's the fun part.
It is
audience
actually.
Doesn't know.
That's true. No, they will.
When the door doesn't shut.
Exactly.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh crap!
Why is our door going on now?
I need to oil it. Hold on.
a lot of that. No, but it's an incredible experience, and I love doing the radio drama. You know.
And you don't see that often. This
No.
is exposure for the newer generation
Yes.
who's not even aware of this is how it was done back in the day.
That's right.
You didn't get to see it on TV. These actors performed on stage.
That's right.
So your experience and bringing that to the table, folks are going to be, it's just a pleasure seeing this coming together tonight. It's been fun.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Crew, this is Soldier 76 reporting for duty. Get the payload and heal up. Damn it, you're doing great. Take care.
ELF
F.
and SO.
Okay. We crush spider.
These games were real beautifully done. They're amazing.
It's such a good
Oh my
job.
God, they're so incredible. And when the second one came out, I was like, yeah, of course I'm
Right
getting
here?
it.
Where would you like to sit?
That one, you can do that one
I
on here
don't
too.
want to. Yeah, I don't want to take over him. You know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's a rhino himself.
No, you know, he's still a cool guy.
He's misunderstood.
He is.
Yes. And then you played the Warden in Voltron?
Yes.
Yes. I love
And
that
a few
series.
other, and also the security guard.
That's
and
what I read, yeah.
I played a few guys in there.
Yeah, I got a lot of people on there, so I think right here's a good palette. Yeah, right there's perfect.
Oh.
Awesome. Thank you. There you go, sir. I just need you on here. I got a lot of people on here. I got Alan Howard,
Did you
Sandy
get Keith
King.
David?
I don't have Keith. I need Keith.
Sitting right there.
Is he? Oh. Maybe you can help me out with that, sir.
Bang, bang, boom, bing.
There you go. I love it. Yes. And this one too as well, sir? This is another one. There's another one. There's like a big glasses.
Where's just the big glass?
If you look at, if you open it up, it's like the glasses.
Right there?
Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Let's do a photo. Get in, come on. Hey, come on. All right, everyone, look. Who's got my photo, Antonio? Get Ethan on it. All right. Hey, get it, come on.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet Brock. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Your performance tonight was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, how do you know Ethan? How did you get involved with this project?
So I, like so many people, I met Ethan. Ethan, can I say we met on Farmers Only? No, I'm just kidding.
You too?
Yeah.
Grinder and that one night,
it was a match.
we were drinking.
We'll do a take two. But I will say, I think Ethan has such a heart for movie making and actors and voiceover. And there was just no way that we didn't, cross paths. So he's such a fan of this medium, and I think the radio show really shows how much he loves it.
Completely.
And as voice actors, this is a return to form for us.
Yes.
So much of our work is radio theater and recording together and being on the stage and sharing it with so many of my friends. I mean, just amazing. And people I'm fans of. Keith Carradine, Keith David, Fred Tatasciore.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And have you been involved with one of these before, or was this your first
This
time?
is my first, but not my last.
I mean, following this up, I have to ask, green shirt, Halloween, Christmas, all that. The green shit.
Yeah.
Sure. You were the only one. Like, it's a cast of one with a director and stuff. What was that? I can't find it. But it's on IMDb.
Oh,
but
sure.
Where do you see it?
So I was in I was in a film directed by Andrew Bowser, who's an amazing director, and he made a film during quarantine, early 2020.
Oh wow!
That was sort of a post-apocalyptic Mad Max love story and a horror film. And I think it's actually on the film circuit right now, so that's probably why you can't find it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because a lot of his stuff was entered into festivals. But yeah, I was in a film called The Green Shit, voicing a monkey and doing a sort of bad kind of. I'm trying to think of who I'm doing. Oh, Richard E. Grant. That's what we wanted. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
So if you get a chance, check it out.
Check out the green shed.
Definitely.
I'm sorry. No, I love that. Have you seen it?
No,
Oh, it's
I
just
wanna
wild.
see it.
Oh, you would love it.
I
It's
looked
great.
it up. I'm like, you know, you got the director and you got Brock. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Talk about
It's
the
great.
show.
Yeah.
Would love definitely with the donations and such. You're going to get the opportunity if you didn't get a chance to come here tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be streaming, so Ethan and them are going to be presenting it to be able to, you know, do your part, contribute, and watch. And see, definitely, I mean, just the magic of the
thank you.
voices behind the scenes.
Yes, as Mr. Timberbrooks going, and then Mr. Scrooge. And remember, tonight is all about a generous donation. Merry Christmas.
Very true. Thank
Recognize
you.
his face. You might recognize those hands. They only have sticks in them. But now tonight they had Foley equipment. He was putting behind the scenes.
That's right.
This man was called in. I just wanted to ask, how'd you get involved? How did you know Ethan and be invited to be with them tonight?
Well, I've known Ethan and his services that he does for everyone, and we met one day, and the rest, you know, I'm trying to think of Marie, when did we officially meet Ethan? Through Steve Bartek. It was through Steve Bartek. And Steve Bartek, Ethan interviewed Steve Bartek,
Right.
and Steve Bartek said, "Oh, you think I'm a good interviewer? You got to meet John." And sure enough, Ethan fell in love with me, and we've been hanging out ever since. And I'm like, "What do you want me to do, Ethan? What do you want me to do?"
That's so cool.
So he
It's
mentioned
a
the
running
fact.
theme. Everyone's been saying that.
Yeah. How did you meet Ethan? He didn't just happen to be there.
Yeah.
That's what people were saying. He just happened to be there, and we're such good friends. So being involved with this, I mean, what was the thoughts? Okay, we need you to get up there. We need you to do the behind the scenes. How much input did you have, or how much direction were you given? Should I ask?
Well, you know, there is a director, and originally Ethan wanted me to do voices because he likes the way I do all this. Hey, how's it going there, sir? What do you say we're going to continue there? He wanted me to do an Irish voice and stuff, but I didn't want to do that. You know, English is my second language, and I'm like, if I mess up, I'd be like, well, you know. Well, you know. That's my default line. Well, you know.
We'll use that.
Loved it. I mean,
Thank you so much.
we're not saying too much about it because it's going to be streaming where people can see it online. So
Yeah.
you see behind the scenes a little bit.
Yeah.
But the talent, I mean, just the work behind it. It created that whole persona of the 1940s show.
Sure.
The special effects and all that.
Lighting,
behind
opening the door, little things like that.
Oh, and the reading is chilling. All their voices, it's so powerful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, they really drew the audience in.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you guys get a chance to watch it when they put it out there. Also contribute with your donations and such. There's a number of toys that have been brought for the children. There's a silent auction going on. We can't thank you guys so much for your time and
Thank
appreciate
you.
it all.
Thank you. Comedy group and Robert Rodriguez came down and saw us performing. So I want that guy and that guy and that guy in my video.
So you already, the Tito Tarantula is a real band. You guys are a real band.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys, because I remember the lead singer, he's in Desperado as well.
Right.
Okay.
And with that band, I toured in Europe for about 10 years.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That music's awesome. I love that song too.
Oh, it's a great band.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
Well, when that scene came in, I was like, what? And then they do it real quick, but the guy's playing the guitar with the part. I'm like, what's going on right now? This is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just because of special effects, it's Robert Gray going crazy.
Yeah.
And it's such a memorable scene too. You know?
It is.
And you were front row for Salma Hayek's as a whole.
Oh man, I got that right.
Oh wow. When I was done, I told my friend, I go, that part where she was sharing, like, it was like the realest, I don't know, like where you dug that out or where you came up with that, but that was incredible. So yeah, absolutely.
That means a lot.
No, yeah, that movie was awesome. And like I said, my only bummer was I wish Robin had made it. Right? When I heard his voice at the end, me and my son looked at each other up. I go, oh. Okay, say it. I was like, I told my son, I hope that's not Robin. I hope that's not Robin. And he's like, hey, and I was like, okay, I may not like the movie as much now, but it was so cool. But you guys, no, yeah. And then the scene with the rock and check him out, I was like, her sister's a ride or die. She's an awesome character. The way you were written, the way you performed it, absolutely killed me. So, of course, no. Thank you for taking that picture. It's so much appreciated.
Of course. It was nice meeting you guys.
too. Thank you so much.
Bam. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we had the privilege and the opportunity to attend, of course, Combat Radio's A Christmas Carol. This, of course, the magician, the man behind the scenes, Ethan Detmer.
You know,
how long have you been doing this?
Well, for 12 years, when my daughter was in the 3rd grade, we started a charitable foundation. But the truth is, I don't know how much of a privilege it actually is, because honestly, it's usually par for the course for people's like probation or like commuted sentence, that kind of thing. So I'm actually just glad to help out, because honestly, I've got a lot of like karmic balance to do. How are you?
Great. We're doing great.
I like your sweater. I like his sweater too.
We chose to be festive, so we came with the Christmas sweater.
Are looking forward to, you're doing a live stream? Or not
Yeah,
a live
November
stream,
27th, it'll be released, yeah.
Okay, so how do people find, how can they go see?
You can go to stellartickets.com/A Combat Radio Christmas Carol, and you can see this with special features, rehearsal, all the shit you probably wanted to avoid in the first place. It's all right here for you. Go get it.
That's right.
And honestly, what the best thing about it is it benefits the charity.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we kept talking about.
And the name of the charity, the cause?
Make the World a Better Place Foundation, which, by the way, has not only adopted shelters, it's filled the food bank, it's helped wounded combat veterans, and it has hosted for 12 years a Christmas event for homeless children.
Is that the Salt Lake Grill?
Yes, Salt Creek Grill, December 3rd.
Yes.
Hey, look who's here, Justin Rivera. No, does this guy not get in on the interview?
Oh, completely.
Yeah, come on,
He
get
was
in here.
blaming you for all the mistakes and stuff like that. He said it was him, he fucked it up, but Justin's a cool
I told him
guy
it's Howard
anyway,
Stern's
so
second favorite magician.
Right. No, so, that was a wonderful presentation. You haven't seen it yet, you got to see the live stream. It's going to be on there.
Yeah.
They're giving us way too much credit.
Oh, no, it was heartwarming too. Like the whole thing about Coolio and then your friend Robert and everything.
Yes.
That was really well said, yeah.
Completely. And so you, was that part of your trick coming up with the box and the whole,
that
surprise
was a story.
jumping out?
A story.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. It was also Ethan's idea, and I was like, oh yeah, we can do that. And then it was better rehearsal.
He was on a USO show. He was on a USO tour, so we couldn't rehearse. And as you can tell when you watch it, there was no rehearsal because we fucked it up good. And so we're like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It seems so seamless.
Right, yeah.
And then we were outside when the event was starting, and we're like, you do this, and everyone's like, got it. Like we were gonna go fucking blow up the Death Star. And then I said the thing about Coolio that was the cue, and I'm like, I'm sitting there going, where the fuck is the box? And then I look over there and those guys are like, us? Do we do the box? And I'm like, fucking clown car. But here's the deal. He's got a lot of talent, but here's the best thing about it. It's a great cause, however it goes.
Yes.
We're gonna save lives tonight, but here's the main thing, right? I said at the top of the show, our cast is the best to ever do a Christmas Carol. A lot of people have done it. Our cast is the ultimate best. And here's why. Because of why they're doing it. So forget the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Tonys, and they all have them. They're the best because of why they're doing it. Just like our audience is the best to ever see it.
Yeah.
This is the best moment for A Christmas Carol's history, in my mind. You have an audience that wants to save shelters, get kids out of boxes and tents. Bring it.
Absolutely.
So we're very fortunate.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
turnout was great. Yeah, and everyone had a great time. So yeah, want to appreciate you inviting us out.
You guys wore some classy sweaters.
We tried to. We tried to fest it up. Yeah,
You
we
guys
said
should come
festive,
on
so-
December 3rd and you watch us give out the presents. To the
That'd be
homeless.
awesome.
Definitely. As an
Absolutely.
Army veteran and, serving during Desert Shield, Desert Storm, to hear the fact of supporting the children's and the combat veterans,
Yes.
it brings it to my heart. So when Ethan extended the opportunity for us to come up here and experience this event,
No-brainer.
I can't thank you enough.
Well, we won, brother. We won with your presence here. Thank you. Thank you to the audience who gets involved. Everybody who clicks on this or watches this is a part of the solution. And that's what it's got to be about right now. Like I said inside, the truth of it is, the ramparts of the civic landscape are battered and decayed. Man, when a few heroes muscle up, heroes don't want to help. they're compelled to help. And that's what you had tonight. That's why I'm inspired. That's why I'm glad you guys are here. I'm indebted to you. This is shit ain't easy.
No.
It ain't easy to answer a bat signal. But when you do, you know, I'm looking at you guys, there's something special about you. There's something special about your viewers that come out and say, we're gonna fix this. Not I'm on Instagram, I'm selfish, I don't care. It's like, nope, we're gonna get this shit fixed now. So I'm indebted to you and your audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Really
you, guys.
appreciate that. Thank you.
So make sure to tune in,
right.
watch, and actually put forth donations and help support the cause.
And December 3rd, we'll be at December 3rd again, you said?
Yeah, Salt Creek Grill, right up the street.
Perfect.
Yes.
Definitely check that out. Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.